Producer Chase, this is Scott Johnson on behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting in Shelbyville, Tennessee, Bedford County, about 50 miles south of Nashville, 25 miles south of Murfreesboro, in the lovely and a little bit warmer hills of southern middle Tennessee. Not a whole lot warmer. Got a really special program today to talk about and a great cause. I got several guests here in the room, and this has to do with, what do we want to call this, the Battle of the Badges?
Battle of the Badges.
Battle of the Badges. Got a couple of public safety folks in here, got a couple of blood assurance folks in here. And I'll start out. We got Brian Bruce, who's a super at Bedford County EMS. Long time. You've been doing this a long time, Brian.
About 32 years.
Yeah. How's your back?
not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, I've never known a paramedic didn't have a bad back doing that. But Brian's well known in the community, gives a lot back. Here we got Tammy Anderson, who's the assistant director at Bedford County Emergency Management Home this morning. Good morning, Tammy.
Good morning.
Good to have you in here. And well, she's been around a long time now too. And Stephanie, is it Ezel or
You
Zell?
got it right the first
Did I
time.
get it really good?
Yes.
Oh, thank good for me.
Yes, thanks for having me.
With blood assurance and Karina Bissinger.
Correct. Yes.
Not Basinger.
No. 2 for 2.
Yeah, Bissinger with blood assurance. So, Brian, why don't we start out with you and just kind of explain how this all came about and what's the purpose and the goal?
Okay, well, we've done a couple of these before, and we felt like, as public safety, we kind of want to get back into the community and do some things that, our job every day is take care of our community. This is kind of a little bit different and special one for us. We've done Battle of the Badges before, and it's just fun to see how much blood we can get back for the patients and for our community. This one, a little bit different. Kami Young, middle schooler at Cascade, daughter to Brett and Kayla Young from right here in Shelbyville. Brett was for a long time our assistant director at EMS.
Long time EMS guy, yep.
His daughter was diagnosed back, I think, in October. I may be a little off. October with ALL leukemia. We decided this would be a good time for our community to get in with our entire community and see if we could do something in her honor. And with leukemia, those children are frequently using blood products and having to have blood transfusions. Mm-hmm. So we thought, what better way to do something in her honor to let her know that she's not going to have to fight this alone.
Roger that. What a great family.
Great family.
Like you said, Brett, a long time EMS paramedic working with you guys out there and doing a great job before he moved on to the private sector.
Yes.
And as happens sometimes, maybe his back was done too before it was over with. What's Blood Assurance's involvement in this? Either one of you want to talk? Go ahead.
Well, thank you, Scott. Blood Assurance is the local provider. Blood Assurance is the local provider for the majority of the hospitals, both locally and in Nashville, where all the traumas and major events go. We are the primary supplier for all of the hospitals in Middle Tennessee, with a few exceptions. And it's about, Blood Assurance doesn't really need blood. It's patients like Kami that need blood.
Certainly.
And that's why we reached out about the partnership. Since we are the primary supplier, we are looking at ways of forming these relationships like this to make sure we can meet those hospital commitments for local patients.
Okay. And Karina, what's your involvement here?
Well, I'm the account manager for Bedford County.
Okay.
And I've worked with a lot of wonderful companies here that already put on blood drives for us. And so we do, everyone does a great job. And we're just super excited to have this community event. It is a very large event. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Cooper Still Arena. And we're going to be there all day with smiles on our face, just waiting to meet you guys.
Well, good deal. Yes, ma'am.
At that blood drive, everybody's going to get a special edition T-shirt that does reflect Kami Strong, so everybody can help save up to 3 lives. They'll get that pride to wear for her and represent her. And we're also going to have a special card there that everybody can sign and give special words of affirmation for Kami and her family.
Tammy, what organizations are involved in this so far? They're going to do this in public safety especially.
It's going to be all of public safety.
Everybody?
City and county. Yes, troopers, THP, state
okay.
involved. Vanderbilt Bedford is involved. Cooper Steel is involved in getting the word out. So we just need people to sign up. Our goal is what?
We are looking to get about 350 people to participate.
That's a lot of folks.
It is. And right now we have 161 appointments, ideally going.
You're halfway there.
Yes, sir, but we're a week away. So ideally we'd like to get about 90 to 100 more appointments between now and the event. But we'll also have room for walk-ins in there because we're going to have enough staff and resources to see. So please go to bloodassurance.org and look up the Battle of the Badges Bedford, schedule your appointment, or reach out to one of your EMS specials participants, because I don't know about you, Scott, but I heard they talking some smack about who's going to win.
I think it's going to be EMA because they got such a large office.
Yeah.
Well, it is going to be EMA because we're pulling them in under EMS's umbrella.
Well,
So
you guys get each other's mail anyway,
that's,
right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. One thing is, in true Bedford County fashion,
Yes, let's go ahead and talk about that.
we are always either go big or go home.
That's true.
Okay.
No, you're right.
And we have
Yeah.
a great community that always supports these things. I think the last time we did one of these has been pre-COVID. Help me. How many did we end up with?
We ended up with 243, I believe, or 234. I know it was in that range.
Okay.
So you're going to bust that.
So we're going to bust that this time. We're going to bring in, our goal is 350. If we meet that goal, that is the largest blood drive done in this community in one day. I mean, not in this community, in this area, for a one-day blood drive.
Bedford County or go home.
That's right. It's Bedford
right.
County or go home. We're going to hit it. And like I said, we've
Who
never
says
had
Texas has everything big?
Oh yeah,
Not compared to Bedford County.
we've never had anything in this community that the community didn't really get behind. That's what I'm excited about. Is this community will rally, and when we have a cause, they rally hard, and we do. We've got a big cause. We want to let this little girl know that, hey, we love you, we love your family, we're going to do this, and we're going to do it in a big way.
You know, I'll make a side comment on that, Brian, because the other public safety department heads that come in here and do radio programs, and to the person, they all say the same thing. Because it's not true in every community, and it's not. But folks support public safety. I don't care if it's a city or the county or the state. They support it here in Bedford County, and this is a public safety event as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely it is. And we do have fun with it, and we're always, we're gouging each other. And, there's been times in the past where the city and the county didn't want to play nice together, but never at our level. When it comes down to the guys,
everybody's working together.
The boots on the ground,
right.
We don't care what uniform
the ones
you
hurting
got
their
on.
backs and stuff.
That's right. The guys that need you, we're going to be there for you. When we call on our friends at the police department or our friends at the fire department, they're there, and they're the same with us. And, it's going to be fun. We're going to beat them. That goes on.
Well, I don't know now. Now, wait a minute. Are you guys going to have like some big lounge chairs for people to sit in to get blood?
Well, that's the fire department section.
So they're used to that.
Yeah. We don't make them feel home.
Told you they like to talk smack.
Ouch. And we just had a fireman here that was going to be on the air, but he had to go answer a call.
Yeah, he's probably at the donut shop.
Wait, that's
police department, yeah.
Hey, it's not a stereotype when it's true, okay? All right? And I'm familiar with that. But anyhow, so this is going to be on, let's see here, February 5th, Wednesday, which is what, 2 weeks from yesterday?
Yes.
From 9 a.m., 0900 for you military types to 7 p.m., 1900 hours for you public safety types at 721 Whitthorne Street. Just know it used to be known as Calsonic Arena. It's definitely Cooper Steel Arena. And, you can come out and donate to a great cause. And you can also look at what a great job Cooper Steel Arena has done in partnering with us at Celebration Grounds and improving that about 5,000-seat arena out there.
Beautiful.
It really is.
It is.
And the parking's fantastic. You can park right up next to the building. It's not like the big horse show. You might have to park a couple of blocks
We're going
away.
to use VIP for our donors. They are our VIPs that day, so we're going to.
Oh, so we open the VIP lot for them. That's right there at the door.
VIP lot for the donors to come in. Everything is, the guys have already been out there. We had a meeting all morning about setup to try to make the flow good. This is a public safety event, but this is a community event. We want everybody out there. You come in, hey, we're here, we're giving blood. Just tell them it's for EMS, and
The There will be a board for.
Yeah, there's going to be a tally board. We're
See, when you don't show up for the show, what happens?
That's right. That's right.
He hasn't talked at all about having an insider keep score on that board, you know.
Yeah, who's going to count the votes?
I mean, my wife might be there that day.
We're going to have some voting integrity here, okay?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So all the departments involved, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, everybody's going to have
control. I mean, we're divided up in 3 sections.
Why don't you
it's
go ahead and talk
about medical, which the hospital's going to fall in with us. We're picking up 911 and EMA because they're such small departments. We're going to absorb them into us because we love them.
It gives you more. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, call it like
it's all about the numbers here.
Fire's going to have their division, and police is going to have their division.
Yep. So, like city and county fire together,
and police and sheriff's department will be together,
and
troopers,
the state, the troopers,
and state. Yeah,
we have a lot of troopers here now.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, too many. I mean, I drive 41A south a lot.
I've seen you drive, Brian, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's just too many out there. It's a good deal. So do you guys do these in other communities as well?
So this is our first big one.
Okay,
with
so we're Bedford, big or go home. Okay.
Go big or go home. As a matter of fact, in that planning meeting, we were sharing if they have any neighboring counties that they'd like to challenge to step up and do something. We're open to doing that. But right now, this is the biggest one that we have had at Blood Assurance. So we are really excited to partner with you guys on it.
Folks, we're talking to representatives of our local public safety and Blood Assurance. This is Scott Johnson on behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting. We're going to take a 60-second break and be right back.
When's the last time you've seen the eye doctor? Don't wait. Whether it's little Carter's first pair of glasses or keeping a good eye on your vision health as you age, your eyes are a precious thing. See personalized care for the whole family and friendly faces at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care on 605 North Main in Shelbyville, across from the U.S. Post Office. Striving to bring you excellence in optometry every single day. Don't put your family's vision off. Make an appointment today at 931-684-2020. Personalized eye care for the whole family at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care. Visit Kincaid Service Company today to experience the superior comfort of a Serta mattress. Serta has pioneered sleep innovation for more than 90 years, bringing quality products to more than 150 countries worldwide. Serta Comfort is validated by consumers with thousands of 5-star reviews and are designed and assembled in the U.S. at one of Serta's state-of-the-art facilities. Serta's award-winning mattress collections are created by providing superior comfort along with overall support and breathability. Get Serta Comfort by visiting Kincaid Service Company in Shelbyville. Online at kincaidservice.com.
Folks, this is Scott Johnson on behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting here in Shelbyville, Tennessee, Bedford County. We're talking with representatives from Blood Assurance and the Bedford County Public Safety Agencies about a fantastic blood drive and to benefit folks here in the community. And we're going to talk. We were talking on the break while you guys were listening to the commercial about some of the personal stories people have that really touches folks. And Stephanie, if you want to talk about yours first.
Absolutely. As I said earlier, Blood Assurance doesn't need blood. Local patients like Kami do. And I just like to share a personal story.
Certainly.
My aunt was a cheer coach at Richland High School in Linville, Tennessee, which is not too far from here when you take that road. We know where that
is, yeah.
And several years ago, she also had leukemia, and during her treatment for leukemia, she used nearly 250 units of blood. And what was really unique about her story is she had O-positive blood, which was the same as my grandfather's. We all have A-positive blood, so we couldn't even help her. We relied totally and 100% on the community, and because of people in the community rolling up their sleeves, she got to meet and spend time with not just one, but 2 grandchildren, and it improved the quality of her life while she was still with us immensely. And I just like to offer a personal thank you for that, and also want people to stop and think about people that you care about, because a lot of people, the number one reason people don't donate blood is they've never been asked. So I'm going to use this opportunity to ask everyone.
Well, you got access to a lot of people.
Yes, so I would love to use this opportunity to personally ask everybody to consider, what if your loved one needed blood products? If you wait until somebody needs it in those emergencies that these folks deal with, people can bleed out while they're in the ambulance or in the helicopters or whatnot. So it's really important for the community responsibility to provide the blood prior to the need. So I would just ask you to think about your loved ones and roll up your sleeve and help save up to 3 lives.
Thank you for that story. Tammy, you had a story too?
Yes, it's not really mine, but Captain Wilkerson with the Shelbyville Police Department.
Yeah, Wilkie.
I think he said it during COVID, he went and donated, and Blood Assurance tests the antigens. So he said, like 7 or 8 months later, they called him to donate again. So he said, finally, after 2 years of this, he asked, why do you keep, what is it about my blood? And his blood type, or his antigens, was a direct match to somebody, I believe he said, in East Tennessee. So his is going directly to a cancer patient.
Okay.
So that
a direct benefit there that he knows.
Well,
not that he knows them, but
he would like to meet them, but...
and a lot of guys know Captain Burris from the county fire.
Yes.
Big story here. When he was a young boy, he had a tragic ATV accident.
Yeah.
Was burned really bad, and he told me exactly, but multiple units of blood over the time. And that's why he's very passionate. He's very big in this. He would be here today. He had a family emergency kind of thing he had to take care of today, but he's big in this, and so
I doubt anybody's more passionate than
he's very passionate.
About
he's passionate about anything he does, but he's really passionate about the blood.
That's right. So, well, thank you all for sharing those stories. Yes, Stephanie, you got something else?
So, one of the things that we like to make sure everybody knows, there's been a lot of changes in eligibility. A lot of people think they can't donate, but they really can.
Okay.
Diabetics think they can't give. As long as they feel well on the day of donation, they can give. Heart patients, high cholesterol medicines and things like that, people think they can't give. But as long as they feel well that day, they can donate. The things that would prevent you from donating, we do live in the South with sinus infections, right?
We do.
If you're currently taking an antibiotic, you cannot give.
Okay.
If you finished it yesterday, you can donate today.
Okay.
So it just can't be current.
All right.
If you are on blood thinners like Coumadin, you can't donate. But aspirin, like a daily aspirin, is fine for a whole blood donation. If you plan on giving platelets, you can't take aspirin for 2 days prior. But there are a lot of people that think they can donate. One of the biggest changes since our last blood drive, the FDA lifted the ban on mad cow disease. There are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of donors that could not donate because of European travel. That ban has been lifted. So if there's any military folks out there that think you can't donate, think again, because you're back in the donor pool now, and we'd love to have you.
What about folks that have cancer?
Cancer
is probably the most widespread thing.
So if it's a blood-borne cancer like leukemia, they have to be chemo and cancer-free for at least 5 years.
5 years, okay.
If it is not blood-borne, at least 1 year, chemo and cancer-free.
What about melanoma?
1 year.
1 year,
chemo
even if they've had no treatment, just a surgery.
If they had surgery, it's still 1 year. Chemo and cancer-free for 1 year.
What about pregnancy? I had somebody ask me.
Don't need to donate when you're pregnant. That baby needs all those nutrients.
That was kind of my thought, but I didn't know, and I told her I would ask. So.
Yeah, there's
got blood for two there, right?
There's a lot of nutrients in all those things in the body. So pregnant women don't need to donate, but they can still help by spreading the word and asking their friends and families to participate.
Absolutely. Good point. Good point.
And that's something that the reason we're here today is we're wanting you to say, hey, maybe you can't give. Maybe hey, real quick, number. How many days between donations?
If you've donated whole blood, which is what most people donate, every 56 days. So from February 5th, you're talking like December 9th. December 9th. If you donated on or before December 9th, you can donate. If you do double red donations, it's every 112 days. So you would go back to October. You're really putting me on the spot.
What's a double red donation?
Double red is where it's an apheresis donation. It's actually a power donation because
it counts for two.
It counts for two.
Turbocharged.
It counts for two donations. And what we do
is... So you get credit for two.
Yes. And
on your gallons.
We draw 2 red cells, but we give you your platelets and plasma along with some saline back. And that
they return it to you.
Yes, we have a pull and push
You got a return policy.
Yes,
okay.
we do. But we are looking for specific blood types on those types of donations. Like for our double red process, we're looking for O negative and O positive donors. And there are different height and weight requirements for that. Women need to be at least 5'5" and 175 pounds or more. Men need to be at least 5'1", 150 pounds or more. Why is that so different? Because men produce more iron. There's also a higher hematocrit to do that.
Okay.
So for the most part, we're looking for men to do those donations. But if I had O positive blood, I would definitely qualify for the 5'5" and 175. But my A positive, really, we need more of the platelets and whole blood for A positives. So we will be having whole blood donations, double red donations, and platelet donations
At
this event. And just to share, if you have O negative or O negative blood, those double red donations are really key, because O negative is the universal donor that's given to trauma patients as soon as they're there.
Okay.
But with the platelets, A positive is a really good donation. It does take a little bit longer, 15 or 20 minutes longer for the double red, and about an hour or a little longer for the platelet transfusion. But the difference in the specific type of donations is because platelets only live 5 to 7 days, and our cancer patients are the #1 users. So that's why we're going to have platelets there.
And what kind of goodies you going to have afterwards?
We got all kinds of goodies food-wise. Brian, do you want to talk about... Well, never mind.
No,
I'm sorry. It's different.
That's
sorry
different.
about that.
We're feeding the staff.
Yeah. Brian,
Well, it's a public safety thing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
There will be food there. Okay?
Brian and Eddie were very gracious in reaching out to folks to donate
Get some
that.
donations.
I was going to, shout out to Witt's Barbecue. Those guys,
Okay.
They are
Certainly.
going to feed the staff that day for lunch. We have a church.
Thank you,
and
Witts.
one church is going to supply Calvary Baptist is going to supply breakfast, along with the hospital is going to provide snacks.
Thank you to
and then
Vanderbilt.
the First Baptist in Normandy is going to provide dinner that night for the
Thank you,
staff.
the First Baptist Normandy.
So we do appreciate everybody, and that's kind of the thing. One of the reasons we want to get here is say, hey, if you can give, please come give. If you can't give, somebody that can give. Okay, so. I don't mind you strong-arming them a little, send them that way. We know law enforcement. We can get you out of it if you can get them up there. No.
What if folks are going to sign? Let me ask you this. Do you have to sign up in advance, or can you just show up?
excellent question. And we really prefer appointments.
Okay.
Our goal is to get at least 250 appointments prior to the day of the drive. And the reason we need those is to make sure that we can meet the hospital commitments that we've promised to the hospitals.
Right.
But we have an extra 200 appointments available for the walk-ins. So we're going to have 2 different stations.
Please sign up, but
If you don't show up.
But for the donor experience, we can process donors faster if we have appointments, and we want
I've never heard it put that way. The donor experience.
Well, the donor experience, if you come in and you have to wait for 3 hours.
The donor experience?
Well, if you come
What's a typical donor experience?
A typical donor experience, if we have appointments, in most cases, if we have appointments and you come in
at that time,
at within a 10-minute range of your scheduled
10 minutes
time.
is good. In medical, that's good.
Yes. if you come in for that time, for the most part, you're always going to have exceptions with reactions and things like that. We would get you through the process of registration to canteen within 45 minutes to an hour.
That's pretty good.
That's a very valuable time for helping to save up to 3 lives.
Absolutely.
If you come in and don't have an appointment, we have to work you into the middle of the appointment.
There's a,
So we want to honor people's time.
More efficient for the donor if they just go and sign up.
Absolutely. And we want to honor people's appointment times, so we're going to have 2 stations when you come in. If you have an appointment, you'll walk one way and have one color sticker with your appointment time. If you're a walk-in, you'll go a different way, and you'll have to be worked into the process.
Okay.
So for the sake of time, appointments is much better to get in and out quicker. Brian asked me to remind people that tattoos are not a deferral either. That's a lot.
Well, those are very popular.
Yes,
so I'm glad you brought that up.
So it could be if you got your backroom tattoo, or you got it in when you
Cell 3.
Yeah, in cell 3. But as long
Manila.
as long as it was in a licensed facility, tattoos is another thing that people think they can't donate, but they actually can.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as it was in a
I'm glad
licensed
you guys
facility.
mentioned that, 'cause
Thanks
that's
for the
very-
reminder.
Yeah, tattoos are very popular.
Ages. Let's talk about ages.
So that's a great question.
Yep.
16 and older can donate. There is no upper age limit.
No upper age limit.
Nope.
Don't discriminate against the 99-year-olds. Okay.
Actually, I met a 101-year-old about 6 months ago that is still
Okay.
donating blood.
Good for them. Okay.
Still
Good for
driving.
them.
It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. But with 16 in the state of Tennessee, those donors would have to have parental permission, and they have to have those completed and brought in with them. Unless they come with their parents, they can do it on the spot. But if they come alone, they would have to have that. But 17 and older in the state of Tennessee, you need to eat well and make sure that you drink plenty of fluids, in particular water. Maybe stay away from a lot of tea or
Monsters of chest.
yeah, you want to stay away from energy drinks and things like that because they'll accelerate your heart rate.
No alcohol.
Well, definitely no alcohol.
Just saying, guys. So just throwing it out there.
But the energy drinks can raise your heart rate and might cause you to be deferred. So, a lot of caffeine can do that, period, whether it's coffee or energy drinks. But I would just recommend everybody drink lots of fluids, especially water, and eat a good meal before they come in.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we've been going for 30 minutes now. And, did you have something else you wanted to talk about?
Oh, sure. I would love to throw out a challenge
Okay.
to the churches and the
The
schools.
churches. We got lots of those here.
And schools.
Got lots of those, too.
That's right. So you guys can get together and see how many appointments you can get and see if you can best your rival school or your... I don't guess you have rival churches.
Congregations.
Well, it's open to debate, but okay.
Yeah, okay.
Whether they're rivals or not.
That's true.
Cascadia Community is a big rival around here.
And if
Oh, yeah.
and if they can't participate in this particular blood drive, we would love to come to those schools and churches and host blood drives on site there. So please feel free to reach out. Brian, everybody knows Brian or Eddie, and they can facilitate introductions to Karina or myself.
Let's go back over again how you sign up again, Tammy. How you sign up for this thing?
You can go to bloodassurance.org and sign up. We also have a Facebook event, which is Bedford Battle of the Badges. So you
So
can
just
sign up
QR
there.
code,
Yeah, well, there's a QR code. We have flyers.
They can. Yeah, anyway, we're all on Facebook stuff. If you find us, we'll send you the QR code. It's easy.
Okay.
It really is easy. I didn't think it would be. That was something that we experienced before. I didn't think the process was very easy. You can sign up in 3 minutes.
You can also call 1-800-962-0628.
Say that number again.
1-800-962-0628.
Okay,
And look,
folks, this is... I'm sorry, go ahead, Tammy.
I was just going to ask another question. I know, are you able to answer those questions that you have to fill out prior to-
Very good question, Tammy. There is, if you go on bloodassurance.org and on the day of the blood drive, you possibly would receive a text or an email with a rapid pass, basically, so you could do your health history questionnaire. If you could do that prior to arriving, you can cut down some of the time for answering all the health history questions and have a QR code ready for them to just scan what you've already answered.
Good deal. Great
Thank you.
question. Brian, if you could just kind of recap where this is going to be and who it benefits.
February 5th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Hall of Fame Club there at the Cooper Still Arena. It benefits everybody in your community, but it's in honor of Kami Young.
Yep.
Guys, come out. This little girl's got a long road ahead of her, but it's something that I know with her endurance, she's going to beat this. We're just going to be there showing her that she ain't got to beat it alone. We're going to take care of her.
Roger, I really do appreciate you all coming in today, and I know you guys, I know you give back to the community, so yes, ma'am, you're leaning into the mic there.
No, I just wanted to thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming in.
Well, the radio station's always good about helping out with
really are.
causes like this out there, and you guys provide a great ton of information, and this will be available this afternoon out on Facebook as a podcast, so you guys could take that and share it on your Facebook pages. But thanks again for everything that all of you all do to make Bedford County a better place to live and work. Folks, this is Scott Johnson on behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting, the only locally owned radio station in Bedford County. Until next time.
Kincaid's is proud to offer Beauty Rest Black to our customers. Beauty Rest Black represents a leap forward in bedding with sleep climate technology keeping you cool, and triple-stranded pocketed coils give you luxurious support all night long. Wake up refreshed and ready to take on the day with a new Beauty Rest Black mattress from Kincaid Service Company. 400 Madison Street, Shelbyville, across from the Speedway gas station. 931-684-5662.
When's the last time you've seen the eye doctor? Don't wait. Whether it's little Carter's first pair of glasses or keeping a good eye on your vision health as you age, your eyes are a precious thing. See personalized care for the whole family and friendly faces at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care on 605 North Main in Shelbyville, across from the U.S. Post Office. Striving to bring you excellence in optometry every single day. Don't put your family's vision off. Make an appointment today at 931-684-2020. Personalized eye care for the whole family at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care.
Start your day off right with the leader.
First things first.
Where's the radio?
98.7 and AM 1580. WL